Good afternoon. If some of you have been on my Facebook timeline, you have seen a horrific image. A very proud man, I'm not even going to call him a hunter, proudly displaying the carcass of the most beautiful giraffe that he killed, not for food, not to nourish his children, but so he can chop its head off and put it on his wall when he gets home. You want to see what I'm wearing right now? I'm wearing my shirt for all the beautiful animals. Most of them are hunted. They're hunted by rich people who basically pay somebody, some tour guide, $50,000, a child's college tuition, to go over to Africa. They get their shots for malaria and diphtheria because, God forbid, something bad happens to them. They go over to Africa. They get in the tour guide's little cart, and basically it's like shooting fish in a barrel. They're not hunting anything. Because, see, for that 50 grand, they're guaranteed they're coming home with their trophies. Not with meat, not with a year's worth of food for the family to eat, but with trophies to put on their walls, to oogle over, to put on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. Look what I did. Yeah, I paid somebody $50,000 and I came home with a giraffe's head. Lord have mercy on your motherless soul, you son of a bitch. That's what I have to say to you, putting that up on Facebook all proud. Funny thing is, I just got a notification on Facebook, which was weird, during my newsfeed that a longtime friend, someone I've known since before Facebook even existed, when we were both not even on Facebook, and he posted something, and Facebook asked me that, "This looks like spam, Miss Luciano. Is this spam or is it okay?" You know what's not okay? Is seeing somebody so proud of killing an innocent animal in his home, and then putting it on Facebook. That's insulting, but it's certainly not spam. I'm glad I got to share it because now I can tell you how angry I am at seeing that. How angry I am at that man. How I don't know how he sleeps at night. Spending your children's college tuition to go and get a giraffe so you can put his head on your wall, or a zebra. And it's not even hard. It's not hard. Now, deer hunters, turkey hunters, yeah, I eat turkey. I don't eat deer, but I get it. But at least deer hunters have to work. They have to do the work. They got to get up before dawn. They have to wear special clothes. They have to be quiet. They have to build little nests in trees and wait for hours and hours, and they might come home and get nothing. Not so with these safaris, with these trophy hunts. You're guaranteed for your $50,000, you're coming home with some heads for your wall. No meat, nothing to eat. Now, sure, people who bag deers, they're proud of that. But they eat the meat. They eat the deer. And then they put the head on their wall. Now, I'm not a fan of that either. But at least the deer was killed for a purpose. To feed a family. Not so with Cecil the lion. Remember Cecil? Remember Cecil, that rich American dentist who was wanted in like 100 states? Because he actually bagged Cecil and was so proud of it, he put it all over the internet and the media and everything. And then only to come to find, well, you shot Cecil when Cecil was on his turf, protected land. But it doesn't make Cecil any more dead or less dead. I'm not sure if that dentist ever really paid for what he did. And yes, I know what some of you are going to say. Little children, human beings, every day are killed in their homes, in their schools. But you know what the difference is? Here's what the difference is, guys. Nobody is selling murderers a free trip. Nobody is charging a mentally ill, gun-toting, machine gun-toting murderer and saying for 50 grand, we'll take you to this school and oh my gosh, it's open season, just start shooting. You'll bag some kids. Nobody's doing that. God, at least I hope they're not. But when we talk about these beautiful animals in their own homes, on their home turf, rich Americans are paying $50,000 to kill them. And they don't even have to work for it. They spend more time drinking and more time filling out customs forms to get their trophies back into the United States than they do actually hunting anything. And I guarantee you, when the last time was any of you had giraffe meat or zebra steaks, you let me know. Let me know how those tasted. Let me know how they made it back from Africa all the way to America and the meat was still okay. Don't know many of you that no restaurants that I go to have those delicacies on the menu. The only reason these animals are being killed is because it's somebody's hobby. And it's a sick hobby. And it makes me sick and angry. If you think it's cool, and I do, I have some friends who think this is the biggest thing since sliced bread. Saved all their lives to go bag a zebra or a lion or a giraffe and hang it on their wall. But guess what? I'm not going to give them an attaboy. I love my friends, but I can't go to their house and look at that shit. It makes me want to vomit. And it makes me want to cry. These animals did nothing to deserve to be hunted for sport, for money, to be destroyed just so they can sit on a wall. And so someone can have bragging rights on Twitter and YouTube and Facebook. Shame on you. Shame on all of you. Anybody who supports this crap. It makes me so sad to see something so beautiful that was alive. And I'm not even sure that that son of a bitch who killed that giraffe even had a rifle. He probably had a machine gun. Probably not even really a good shot. Didn't have to be. The giraffe was just sitting there in his home. And the tour guide was like, look, giraffe, bang! Boom, boom, boom. Whatever. Oh, better not shoot the head. I want the head for my wall. I really hope there's a special place in hell for those who kill innocent animals. Beauty. Take this beauty off of our earth for a trophy. I hope there is a special place in hell for you, my friends. I really do. I hope there's a special place because in my world and the God that I pray to, you are not worth anything. You're not doing a sport. You have no skill. The only thing you have is a deficiency. You were born without a heart. So may God have mercy on your soul, you motherless sons of a bitch. I'm angry about a few other things today too, but you'll probably hear about those tomorrow because I'm just tired now. I'm tired of seeing the stories like Cecil, who was a national treasure, and this American dentist, because, Americans, we can do anything we want if we have the money to do it. Went over and pow, took him out. Didn't think twice. Till there was a worldwide manhunt for him because he actually committed a crime when he killed Cecil. This dude on this picture is looking pretty proud and pretty cocky, so apparently his kill was legal. Sadly enough, it just wasn't right. But he's going to have to live with that. And from the look on his face, holding that gun, standing over his dead giraffe that's going to be on his wall in a couple of weeks, he probably doesn't care. But I care. I think some of you care as well. So let me know what you think. I'm sure some people who like to shoot fish in a barrel, who like to pay a lot of money and be guaranteed a trophy at the end, kind of like, when your kids go to soccer and they get a trophy just for showing up because you pay the $200 or whatever dollars it costs to put them in the league. Maybe that's what we're training people to do. But by no means should this man call himself a hunter. Hunters kill to eat, not to fill up wall space. Filling up wall space. Wow. Spending your child's college tuition to fill up a wall space with the head of an innocent and beautiful giraffe. I am almost speechless because if I keep talking, I am going to start crying again. I don't get it. Maybe somebody will explain it to me. What the fun is. How it can ever be fun, especially someone like me. About 7 years ago, my husband got into his truck and accidentally, there was a little cat under his truck and he didn't know it, and he hit the cat. My husband didn't sleep for 2 weeks. He knew the cat was dead. He tried. If the cat had been alive, he would have taken the cat to the vet. And he couldn't. He was so upset. This is a Marine. He was so upset that he ran over that cat. We didn't know the cat. And if Jason had known the cat was under there, he would have shoo. My husband didn't sleep. He was so upset. He kept bringing it up. Oh my God, I can't believe I killed that cat. God, I hope it wasn't somebody's pet. I've caught mice in this house on sticky traps. And if they are still breathing when I catch them, you have to catch them because they do damage. But when they are, I catch them in live traps if I can. And then I take them across the street and I do dishwashing liquid and I let them go. We do not kill living things in our house. My husband, thank God, is not a hunter. And yes, for all of you guys that are going to say you eat steak, you eat chicken, you eat turkey, yes, I do. But I don't have turkey heads on my wall. I don't have a cow's head on my wall. I don't even have a deer's head on my wall, and I certainly do not go out of my way to eat deer meat. I'm not a fan. See, the idea of anybody shooting Bambi or Bambi's mother or Bambi's father, that bothers me. It bothers me. And I'm sure there will be plenty of viewers that come on here and tear me apart. Just because I'm a meat eater. But I've never stood in front of any animal, and maybe that is to my detriment. Maybe I would be a vegetarian if I actually had to stand in front of the cow whose steak or hamburger I was going to eat the next weekend and shoot it myself. Maybe I would become a vegetarian. Who knows? Thankfully, we have supermarkets. I don't have to do that. But once again, we don't see giraffe steaks or giraffe kebabs or zebra meat on our menus in restaurants. So there really is no reason to pay 50 grand to run over to Africa with all those shots you have to get and shoot fish in a barrel just to bring home a head and put it on your damn wall. Don't you have pictures of your kids you can put in that space? Take your wife to the Caribbean, put a picture of you and your wife on a boat on that wall. I don't know. So, anyway, I'm very upset about this. It's not a long show. I just was really upset when I saw that picture and thought I probably should have done a show about this before and haven't. I've written blogs about it. I think most people who know me personally know my feelings about this. I had Cecil the Lion as my cover page for many months after he was murdered by the rich American dentist. And now we have this dude. I don't know who he is. He seems pretty happy with himself, standing over the carcass of that giraffe. He may find himself not very popular, however, when he sees the reaction to his post. Oh well. You can't make somebody grow a heart. Not enough water in the world to make someone like this man grow a heart. And God rest the soul of that beautiful giraffe. And if that giraffe was a female, maybe she even had babies that are out there somewhere. And now they don't have their mother. Thanks to this man. So that he can fill up wall space. Something to think about, isn't it? All right. Well, that's all I got to say right now. Like I said, there's a couple other things that have pissed me off today. I'm sure I'll be talking about them. But nothing compares to this. You know, a little inconvenience for me this weekend. Not not compared to what happened to that poor giraffe. And the fact that this man is so proud of himself. Oh well. Someday, he'll have to answer for what he did. And if there is a God in heaven, I hope he answers for it. I really do. Animals are precious. And they are becoming extinct for this very reason. For the fact that rich Americans pay money to basically go into their homes and murder them. It's that important, really, that important to have a giraffe's head on your wall, a zebra head on your wall, to kill Cecil the lion. I mean, you killed a lion name, Dr. Dentist. He had a name. Stop and think about it. Maybe that giraffe had a name too. Political Paula, out.